Hi everybody, this is Rita Holmes, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up! From Hamilton, Ohio. I'm here to bring you one of my Simply Saturday cards. It's card number 25, which means that's how many weeks we have been doing Simply Saturdays. I don't have a whole lot to tell you except for with Stampin' Up! To be sure to check out our online exclusives, our kits. You know, we bring out 2 new kits every month. So those are up. We'll be getting ready for a couple more here in April, in a little over a week and a half, something like that. And also, it's getting close to the time that we will be bringing out our new annual catalog. And I did get that new annual catalog last week at our convention. Sorry I cannot open it. I could show you the cover of it. We got a lot of good things there, which was really nice. A lot of good gifts, stamp sets, some of the new in color, or all the new in colors as far as the cardstock and that, and all that. I'm just the catalog. I am just so happy with it. I'm much happier than I was with the last year's catalog. It was great, and all of that. So I'm going to say that. We are going to be having an April challenge for our demonstrators, and our goal is set on by what our leadership, where we are in leadership on that. So I have to say my goal is kind of high for me. I got to make sales that I've never made before, so it's going to kind of push me to do that, but I'm going to give it a try. So what I want to say is, if you have an order and you can wait till April, I would love for you to wait and order from me in April. Anything that goes after April 1st is going to count towards my challenge goal, and I would be extremely happy about that. Whether I should say it like that or not, I don't care. I just know that April is going to be a hard month for me, and I just want everybody to know that. So anyway, what I am going to do is I'm going to turn the camera around. We're actually going to make 3 cards tonight, because I'm going to show you one of the pieces of papers that's in some of our DSPs are made like this, and I'm going to cut it up to where you get 6 cards out of it. You have no waste of the paper, and they're easy to do. So let me turn the camera around, and also I will have a PDF up on my Facebook group, Stamp Crazy VIP. It'll be up tomorrow morning. Well, I'm making this video on Friday night, so it'll be up as you're watching this video. It will be over there in the files section that you can go get if you want. This card you really do not need a PDF for at all, but some people like it because I put pictures on it and they like to have the pictures to refer to. So I'm going to be doing that. As soon as I turn this around, we'll start on the cards, and it shouldn't take us too long to do 3 cards. So let me turn the camera around, and I'll tell you why. We're going to turn this around. You're not going to see anything but me from the neck up, because I was gone tonight with my daughter. We went to a vendor show, and it was really nice, and we weren't there very long, and we came home. I put my pajamas on and thought, oh, I don't have anything to do, just price cards that I take to a farm market. And I thought, I haven't done my Saturday video. I got to do that. So don't tell nobody, but I'm in my pajamas. And, you know, so neck up is all I want you to see, because not that I care you see my pajamas, but you know, that could be kind of rude, but I at least had to tell you because I thought it was funny. I thought, I need to go up and put on clothes again. I thought, oh, I don't want to go put on clothes again, but I got to do this. So what the heck? Do it in your pajamas, right? So let's turn the camera. Yeah, as soon as I can get it. There we go. You see my test page. You see my sleeping kitty and hope she stays that way. And you see my piece of paper. Let me make sure that I see it all in screen on my end. Start to say, this thing's taking a while. Okay, make that a little bit bigger so I can see it. And here's my piece of paper. Okay, we've had several several sets of the DSP, Designer Series paper, that is made with just an outline around the outside. It's great for scrapbooking or whatever, but it's also great for card making. People look at this and think, how in the world can you make cards? So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking and cutting this at 5 1/4 and cutting straight across. And then I'm going to cut it in 4s. Then I want to take this and do the same thing, and it's going to give me a strip right here that, about a 1/2 inch strip that I don't need. Okay? So here's the card. So here, let's pretend, well, let's do it down here, the straight up. So this is the card from this side. This is the card from the middle, and this is the card from this side. Okay? So you see how that matches up. Now, in this card, I told you there's a strip in the middle. I cut that strip in half and then cut it by 5 1/4. And I got a little strip and put inside my card. So you actually get 4 of those strips. So you can use some on a couple of your cards if you want. These 2 cards, I used the little brass butterflies, so I just added a couple brass butterflies in there since they're flat. You can add those and write around them, and I did the same on the inside of this one. So there we go. That's what we're going to do. So let me show you how I cut this paper if you're not familiar with how to do this and wonder what I'm talking about. So I'm going to take, and I'm going to open up my arm on this, see if I don't bother my cat. Oh, I think we're good. Does everybody see that? You don't have to see the bottom of what I'm doing. So what I'm going to do is put this in here, and I'm going to put this at 5 1/4 right here, and I'm going to cut it. Okay. I'm going to turn this around, and I'm going to cut it at 5 1/4 again. So if I can get it in here. There we go. So we're at 5 1/4 again. And we're going to be cutting those in a minute. Here's the strip I told you about that I have. And it measures like, what, 1 1/2. So if I put this in here at 3/4 on each side, it'll be 3/4 and 3/4. I can slit that down the middle. And then what I'll do is I'll take this side and I'll do 5 1/4. Turn it around, do this side at 5 1/4. And that's all the waste I have of that paper is right there. And actually you could put those and put a little sentiment on it if you wanted to. And then you wouldn't have any waste. So that is how we cut that. Now I'm going to take these 2 and I'm just going to stack them on top of each other because they match. If you can see how they match. And I'm going to not slam that down with the blade right there. That's not good. I'm going to take here and I'm going to cut it in 4. So I'll cut my first one down. I'll go to 8 and that'll cut my 4-inch side over here. And this I'm going to cut my 4-inch side over here, 8, 4. And this should be my 4-inch side in the middle. Yep. So those are cut 5 1/4 by 4. And I can leave them like that or I can cut them up at this point. You can do whatever you want. I'm going to put the paper trimmer away for a second. Because what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get our 2 sides like so. And depends on what angle you cut these at on what you get. Now, I can do that this way, or I can do them this way. So see how we can do that? We can change those around. You can have them like this. And this is in the middle. Or you can cut them, when I cut them the other way, you can cut like that. Oh, this goes with this. So we're going to take these cards this time and we're going to make them landscape. I do have pieces wherever my stuff is, right here, from when I cut the paper last night. I cut them with the flowers turned, and we have this. So, whoops, depends on which way you've got this paper lined up on your paper trimmer, but they make 4 either way you go, okay? I mean 3. 3 or 1 at the top, 3 at the bottom. So let's get started with our cards. I'm going to go ahead and fold these and have them ready. And these are just 4 1/4 by 11 scored at 5 1/2, just to make a longer card. So these are cut at 5 1/4 by 4. So what I can do with this is I'm going to make it long ways, and I can put it on there without a border. See how that is? And those look nice like that. You don't have to do much to it. So let's do one this way just because we can. Whoops. I thought I had that off. I thought I took it off, but I didn't. So and then I threw my paper on the floor. How about that? Oh Lord, crazy, crazy, crazy. So let me go ahead and just add some glue. And I'm adding it around the card, but I'm just doing a very thin lines. I'm not trying to overdo it. So we are going to just make this one very plain and simple. So I have my card front on there. I'm going to put my card base on the inside because I like to have a white base in there to write on. I think our cards look more finished, and I really like that. I do want to mention to you guys, if you would comment and let me know that you're here watching this video on replay, that I will put your name in for a drawing. I did that. I've already did that for last week, and I'm going to take one of these because I cut them longer, and I am going to cut one, and I'm actually just going to add it right here. So I'm going to cut this at 4 inches. Instead of, what am I doing? I'm going to cut that at 4 inches. So whoops, I made another little scrap. But since I'm going to make these cards this way, just to show you what, I mean, this is so versatile to do. And you can use any cardstocks, you know, any DSPs to do this, but the ones that have all that on the inside, it's great to just be able to. So I've got that there, and this is on the outside. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to take and put in, I've got the saying out, your kindness made my day. I'm going to stamp it in black because I can put a thank you in there or whatever I want, you know, to kind of make it more personable. And I'm just going to stamp it at an angle right there and do your kindness made my day. And we're going to take and add some butterflies to it because I like the butterflies. Let's close this. Moxie might decide to wake up. and get into stuff, which is what she's known to do. So let's just take and put our butterflies in here. Put a little one, and a big one. I'll do another big one because I have more big ones than little ones. And then here, we already did that, so we don't need anything. So there's our first card. Quick and easy. So if you had to make quite a few cards, if you got paper like this, this is the go-to. This is the go-to guy, okay? So there's one. Let's just stick it up here out of the way. Let's go to card number, I think I'll put that one on there. We'll put this one here. So I'm going to cut this one down because I think I'm going to mat that on this blue because it matches our blue flowers. So let's cut this down a little bit. That's 5 1/4 by 4. So I'm going to cut this one down just to make it easy. I'm going to cut it 5 by 3 3/4. So I'm going to cut the 5 off of this edge up here. And then I'm going to go 3 3/4 this way. I think I might cut it off over here. Yeah. So there we go. We've got that cut. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to just glue that onto here, like so. Let's do that. So see, we're making all landscape cards this time. I made portrait cards for the sample. And so my card's going to open that way. So I'm going to put this on, and I think I'm going to put it on at the angle like I did before because I kind of like the look of that. So I'm going to put it on because I live dangerously. I live real dangerously sometimes. So we're going to take that same stamp, and I'm doing everything in black because everything's outlined in black on here. Your kindness made my day. And I'm just going to put that up here in this corner, like that. And I'm going to add butterflies again. But first, I'm going to put my inside in. Let's go ahead and put our white on the inside so we know what we're doing. Or we think we know what we're doing. Half the time I don't know what I'm doing. I just go for the gusto when I'm making cards. It's like, okay, let's do this. Let's do that. So here we go. So there we have that. Now let's put some butterflies on this card. I'm just butterfly happy with, I love the butterflies with this paper for some reason. Well, I'm glad he turned over that way. Here, let's, whoops. I need to unscrew this and just pick that up like so. Put him there. Put this one here. We're going to have a little one we'll put on there. Always have to do things in threes, you know, and I want to put him right over here. And then I'm going to open this up. And I'm going to put one there. So there's my two on the inside, and there's that. So there's that card done. Voila, right? Isn't that great? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the last card, which will be this one. let's go ahead and put this on the inside, just for safe measures. It was sitting there, so I thought, let's go ahead and do it. Okay, there's that. Okay, and here's this. And what I'm going to do with this is I am going to take, and I'm going to cut this 5 by 3 3/4. So let's go 3 3/4. Do I want it off of there? I'm going to take it off of the bottom. I want that white up there. So I'm going to go 3/4 this way. And that's a neat piece to use. I think I'm going to save that. We're going to use that. And I'm going to do this by 5. Oh, I can use that one too. That's pretty cool. We're going to use that right here. We are going to use that right now. We're going to center it right there because it's a little bit smaller. So we are just going to add that right there for our inside. I'm going to save this one for my other cards that I've got. So there we go with that. So we have this, and we have a piece of black, I do believe, somewhere in the midst of all of this. I have a piece of black cardstock. Right here it is. And it should measure 5 by... Okay. What I'm going to do with this, I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it in here, corner to corner. Now you'll see on the other card I made, I cut it in 3 equal pieces going up this way. But I'm going to show you another way to do this. These are all simple cards. Remember, we're doing Simply Saturday. We're not doing anything hard. I'm going to cut that like that. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it over here. I'm going to glue this on. Okay, my paper's going to, I got to make sure I get this right. That's going to go here, so this is going to go in this corner. Okay, wanted to make sure I was doing it right. Nothing like doing something wrong, I was just showing it, right? So I'm just going to put this up here a little bit. And I'm going to take this one. And remember, you can do this with any DSP. I just chose this one because I like the way you can use it. So there we go. Makes it look a lot different because look at this against this one. See the difference? Just putting a little bit of the black in there and making it look like it's matted all the way through like that. So let's, that wasn't my intention of doing that tonight, but I decided I want to do a diagonal card. So with this, we're going to do the same. We're going to find the butterflies that I laid right there. So we don't have to worry about them. Did I put my inside in? Yep, I did. Good job, Rita. Good job. So I'm also going to take this stamp before I put my butterflies on. You should see the way my cat's over here asleep. Oh my gosh. Moxie is my go-to girl. And I'm going to stamp that right here. And then I'm going to take the butterflies. Once again, butterflies. And we will just put a butterfly here. I knew he was going to fall when he falls on the glass mat. He's sometimes hard to pick up. One right there. And then I'll go little. We'll go, not there, but up a little bit. There we go. He can go right there. So there's our butterflies. We don't have to put one on the inside. We have that on our inside. So there is our 3 cards. That was pretty quick, right? Here, let's put that this way. So there we go. There's our 3 cards that we did tonight. So if you would like to win, or I'm doing it at night, you're going to see it during the day or whenever you decide to watch it. So there's our 3 cards, like on the landscape side. Let's put the vertical ones next to it. So there we go with that one. So you can see the difference there. And that's just cut 3 equal pieces across, okay? And then this one was done a little different because I did a different saying on here. But we have, that would be what this one would be if it was turned up. And this one would be, actually, probably that one. But anyway, that's them turned up and them turned portrait style and landscape style. Let me see if I can get these together and maybe you can see them. Let's push this down and then let's do these like so. I'm going to overlap those because they're longer that way and see if you can see them. So there is my 3 cards. These are my 3 cards I already had done. There's my 3 cards we did tonight. So we've got landscape up and down. I mean portrait up and down, landscape sideways. So there you go, ladies. That's what you can do with this kind of paper, is just cut it up. You don't have to worry about having any leftovers, because you can do the whole thing. And I still have these to use on these cards. And I can do that. I even have this pretty little piece here. And I have this little piece that has some flower stuff on it. We're good to go. We are good to go. I hope you guys have enjoyed these cards. I enjoy doing Simply Saturday. This does have some layers. You know, a lot of times I don't do layers. But, you know, we need to see things all kind of mixed up in different ways that you can do it. So, there we go. So, that's what we've got, okay? I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you again. Remember that I do a live on Tuesdays at 10 o'clock on my Facebook page. I haven't gone live. I usually do pre-recorded for my YouTube, but I think I'm going to start going live, not this week, but I'm hoping the week after that I'll be doing whatever I do on Facebook Live, I will then go and do on YouTube Live, okay? So I'm going to set a time for that so everybody will know. But for now, these are my cards. Hope you enjoyed them. I hope you have a great weekend if you're watching this over the weekend or week, whatever it is that you're doing. I just hope that you have good blessings come to you and that you have a good week or weekend or whatever. And I will see you again soon. Bye.